personally don't think he's had to work nearly enough to win the Conn Smythe Trophy. I think that this one's going to Claude Lemieux.
Yeah, well, I think for once they ought to give it to a guy who just plays defense. Here's Scott Stevens, big, strong, taking lots of punishment block shots, covers Neely, covers Lindros, does it all, but never gets any recognition. And I'm sure, as a defenseman, Barry will agree.
A slow-footed defenseman, Mike, a slow-footed defenseman. I don't agree. Claude Lemieux deserves a Conn Smythe Trophy. This guy's been key in every play that turned games around, whether scoring a goal or making somebody mad or hitting somebody. This guy deserves a Conn Smythe. He deserved it in 1986. He deserves it this year.
Sometimes you disappoint me, Barry.
Slow-footed defenseman, which one were you referring to? It could have been any one of the
puck about to be dropped. Bobby Carpenter's line on the ice. He can't take the drop. He's had troubles with a wrist. So Claude Lemieux goes against Big Keith Primo, who's had probably more ice time than any other Red Wing.
Scott Niedermayer emerges with it for New Jersey. Off of Primo. Wheeled back in by Carpenter. Hardy went down trying to hit Carpenter. Puck dumped back along. Good hit on Stu Grimson by Carpenter. Ahead comes Primo. Trying to get by Niedermayer. On the wing. Shuttle shot is stopped by Martin Brodeur from McCarty's stick. It is Lemieux. Oh, and he had Richer driving, but he couldn't get the pass to him. Primo trying to fight his way by Niedermayer. Taken on now by Tommy Albaline and shuffled back. It is Coffey as well as Rouse to start the period for Detroit. Primo working with Martin Lapointe and also Fedorov up front. Danico turned that one along. Sent along by Fedorov. It trickled through for Scott Stevens to play. It is Lemieux and Richer as well as Carpenter, the frontline combination for Jacques Lemaire's New Jersey Devils. Fedorov with a steal. Backhander turned aside by Brodeur.
Penalty coming up to New Jersey as Detroit starts quickly. So I think they must have fed off of how they played in the first period.
Lemieux swinging it back ahead, and Paul Coffey just lobs it back in. Stevens back to play.
Watch Detroit here with what they call a delayed forecheck. Kozlov's deep. Everybody else is back towards the blue line. They're playing a very similar style in this game that New Jersey uses as their strength. Everybody knows it is the neutral zone trap. That's one reason I think why we have a goal or a game that's only had one goal apiece with even strength scoring.
Kozlov onto Lapointe. Lemieux sends it over for Richer. Coffey recovers. Jacques Lemaire was saying already he's noticed it in junior hockey, in the American and International Hockey Leagues this year too.
I think more than anything else, Mike, it came over here from Europe where they have large ice surfaces. You can't chase the puck all the time, so you play positional hockey.
Here is Lemieux. Held off by Konstantinov, but he got it on to Bill Guerin. Guerin watched by Batizov. Got it over for Niedermayer. Swung on in front. Net by Brunton. Flip by Brunton. Score!
First lead of the game for New Jersey, and this place is jumping. Look at the play as the puck is taken to the outside by Billy Guerin, and in front Broughton is wide open. A valiant effort by Mike Vernon to keep the puck away, but shift. This kid, Keith Primo, quickly becoming a star in this league, has really put forth a gutty performance here in Game 4.
Lemieux couldn't start away with it. He just throws it back out. It is a collision sport. They often play 4 times a week, especially this year. You don't get this far without being physically spent and punished. Some way or other you come up.
That an opponent that's a direct opponent getting it done. Ranger fans, I'm sure, aren't happy right now. It's like the Devil fans were not last season.
It is Driver weaving his way through center. Again, Vernon watches as it comes along near Doug Brown. Muscled behind for Bob Rouse. Kept by Driver. Shoots one that ricocheted to Lemieux. Lemieux to Carpenter. Pad, stop Vernon. Richer a shot, and that blocked by Coffey.
Richer getting double shifted, and that's a great vote of confidence by Jacques Lemaire, the head coach of the Devils. Richer getting a lot of time, but they were beaten by a much better hockey club. Much better hockey club.
The championship to New Jersey. The Devils win the Stanley Cup.
court.
Earlier, Scott Stevens said in this playoff series, you have to have fun or you'll be eaten alive by the pressure. The fun has begun. We'll be back with a Conn Smythe presentation, too.
Photographers here in this game.
The Conn Smythe Trophy is awarded to the most valuable player in the Stanley Cup Playoffs. It goes to Claude Lemieux.
Claude Lemieux started the playoffs against the Boston Bruins. He knew his assignment was going to be going against a great player, Cam Neely. He said he had nightmares before the series started, just thinking about it. Now look at this, and is he appreciated by his teammates?
Claude Lemieux, one of the great characters of the game, one of the hated figures by opposition fans because he's pesky, and he has been a prolific scorer in these playoffs, and he gets the trophy now from the league commissioner, Gary Bettman, and shares it with the fans.
Maybe next year, coaches on other teams will have to worry about Lemieux instead of having Lemieux worry about the other players. He is a terrific big-time performer and has been all throughout his NHL career. And look at the tears and what it means to him. Oh, my goodness.
He has a brother back in Quebec. His brother has been limited since birth. He has dedicated a number of things in his life to his brother, who's very near him in age, and I'm sure this is one of them.